Lesson 21, Solved Problems, Part 8. Examples number 38. The figure below shows a cone and its frustum. Calculate the curved surface area of the frustum. Solution: curved surface area is equal to pi capital R capital L minus pi R L in small letter. We do little adjustments in the given diagram and we have it in this form. Height of the smaller cone, slant height of the smaller cone, slant height of the larger cone, and the rest information. To find the slant heights L and capital L, the heights of the smaller cone H and the bigger cone equal to 12 plus H are needed. The height of the smaller triangle is obtained using similar triangles AFC and AGE. So you have AF over FC equal to AG over GE in this form. That is H over 6 equal to H plus 12 over 12. Cross multiply to clear fractions. You have this result. Open the bracket in the right hand side. You have it in this form. Collect like terms. You have this result. 6H is equal to 72. Therefore, H is equal to 72 divided by 6, and that is 12. The height of the smaller cone. Height of the bigger cone is equal to 12 plus height of the smaller cone. That is 12 plus 12 equal to 24 cm. To proceed, we need the slant heights of the smaller and bigger cones. Using Pythagoras rule in triangle AFC, AC square is equal to AF square plus FC square. You have L square equal to 12 square plus 6 square. You have this result. L becomes square root of 180. In third form, you have this result, and you have 13.4164 cm. Similarly, in triangle AGE, you have the Pythagoras rule stated in this form. AE square is equal to 24 square plus 12 square. You have this result, and that is 720. AE becomes square root of 720 equal to this and this. Therefore, curved surface area is equal to curved surface area of the bigger cone minus curved surface area of the smaller cone. When you simplify respectively, you have this result, and when you subtract, you have 758.9839 square centimeters. Example 39. Calculate the volume of a bucket if the top and bottom diameters are 20 cm and 12 cm respectively, while the depth is 16 cm. Solution. A bucket is a frustum of a cone where the top diameter is 20 cm. Half of it, the radius is 10 cm. Diameter of the bottom is 12 cm. Half of it, the radius is 6 cm. The depth or height of the bucket is 16 cm. Then this height is for the smaller cone. Volume of the bucket is equal to volume of the larger cone minus volume of the smaller cone. You have it in this form. You factor out 1/3 pi, and you have it in this other form. Capital arrow, radius of the larger cone equal to 10 cm. Small arrow, radius of the smaller cone 6 cm. Capital H, height of the larger cone 16 plus height of the smaller cone. The height of the smaller cone is unknown, but using similar triangles, height of the smaller cone over its radius is equal to height of the larger cone over its radius. Cross multiply to clear fractions. You have it in this form. You open the bracket, you have this result. Collect like terms. When you subtract, you have 4h equal to 96. Divide both sides by 4. Height of the smaller cone becomes 24 cm. Therefore, height of the larger cone is 16 plus height of the smaller cone, and you have 40 cm. You come back here and replace the various parameters with what they stand for. You have it in this form. When you simplify, you have 1 times 22, that is 22 over 3 times 7, 21, bracket open. You have 10 square 100 times 40, you have 4,000, minus 6 square 36 times 24, you have 864. If you subtract, you have these results. Multiply and divide. The volume of the bucket becomes 3,285.33 cube centimeters. Example 40. A bucket full of water is in the form of a frustrum of a cone. The bottom and top radii of the frustrum are 18 cm and 28 cm respectively, and the vertical depth is 30 cm. If the water in the bucket is then poured into an empty container in form of cylinder with base radius 20 cm, find the depth of the water in the container. Solution. This diagram represents the given information, that is the bucket of water. When you add the smaller cone, you have the larger cone. The bucket of water is the frustrum of the cone. Since the same amount of water in the frustrum was poured into the empty cylinder, their volumes are equal. Therefore, volume of frustrum is equal to volume of cylinder. This fact will help us find the depth, that is the height of the cylinder. A bucket is a frustrum of a cone. So you find the volume of the frustrum, you equate it to the volume of the cylinder to enable you find the height or depth of water in the container, which is the cylinder. It follows that capital R is equal to 28 cm, that is the top of the frustrum, the radius is 28, small arrow, bottom of the frustrum is 18 cm, capital H is equal to 30 plus height of the smaller cone. Height of the smaller cone is unknown. Using similar triangles, you have this H over 18 equal to 30 plus H over 28. You cross multiply, simplify, then you get the height of the smaller cone. I have already mentioned this. You cross multiply to clear fractions, you have this result. You expand, you have this result. Collect like terms, here you subtract. To get H, divide both sides by 10. Height of the smaller cone becomes 54 cm. Therefore, height of the larger cone is equal to 30 plus height of the smaller cone, and you have 84 centimeters. Volume of frustrum can be obtained using this formula. You replace the various parameters with what they stand for. You have it in this form. When you simplify, you have this result. 1 times 22, 22 over 3 times 7, 21. 28 square times 84. You have this result 18 square times 54. You have this result. Again, when you subtract here, you have this result times this fraction. When you multiply and divide, you have volume of the frustrum to be 50,662.85 cube centimeters. It follows that the volume of the frustrum is equal to volume of the cylinder in order to find the depth. You have it in this form. The base radius of the cylinder is given to be 20 in the question. Multiply through by 7 to clear fraction. You have it in this form, noting that 20 square is equal to 400. Divide both sides by 22 times 400 in order to make the height the subject, and you have this result. The height is approximately equal to 40.3 centimeters. End of lesson 21. There is every need for you to be saved if you are not, because the Lord Jesus Christ is coming very soon. Some will be taken and some will be left. Live righteously and be prepared. Goodbye.